So I was just discussing about the fourth level, or the level of creativity of consciousness, at which you have access to the quantum frequencies of nature. As an example, I took the example of Sir Albert Einstein when he proposed the quantum theory of light, or the concept of photons of light. When somebody asked him how you knew that light is made up of photons, or what was the thought process during this process, at which Sir Albert Einstein replied that I felt like something hyperdimensional, something whose source I can't locate using my analytical brain, has proposed me like this, has induced certain thoughts on me. So if we observe life, for example, if we observe the development in the 18th century, so there has been abrupt change in the process, in the technical process, in the intellectual process. You might be knowing that suddenly industrial development started during 18th century, and most of the scientific developments that we witness till today just started after the 18th century. So what happened during that time? It felt like something has just stimulated the capacity of the human mind-brain system. There were certain people like Sir Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, Sir Thomas Alva Edison, John Bardeen, Neil Bohr, Maxwell, Jagdish Chandra Bose, Satyendranath Bose, Swami Vivekananda. So there were suddenly a charismatic group of people took birth, and they changed human civilization abruptly. So the very reason behind this is attributed to the concept of hyperdimensionality. And hyperdimensionality means that dimension of life which is beyond any explanation, beyond the reach of the analytical brain. So the fourth step for the creativity corresponds to that. But there exists the fifth level. And it is said that the fifth level corresponds to the soul, or knowing yourself. And if you have access to that gate, you come to know the purpose of your life, from where you entered the womb in this birth, and where you will go after death. This question can be answered when you decode or access the fifth gate, which corresponds to the soul or the knowing yourself mechanism. After fifth gate, there is the sixth gate, which is concerned with God. And obviously devil. And the third is the, you can say, the observer or the maintainer. According to Hindu mythology, it corresponds to Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh, or the Holy Trinity as per the Bible. And it is the fundamental energy sources. Brahma corresponds to the positive energy, Mahesh corresponds to the negative energy, and Vishnu corresponds to the neutral or zero energy. So if you enter into this gate, you feel the three energies all together inside you and trying to influence you. If your consciousness enters into this gate, then you can feel the three energies with your own eyes without any ambiguity. It's a direct experience. But there exists another gate which corresponds to the Parbrahm. And Parbrahm is something which gave rise to Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh as per the Vedantic theory. Because everything originated from the Parbrahm. And Parbrahm is the only truth. Rest of all is Maya and illusion. And the impact of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, or the impact of positive, negative and neutral energy. It is the Parbrahm which is beyond the impact of energy, which was always there, which is always there, and which will always be there. So the seventh gate corresponds to the Parbrahm. And this explains every mystery of life. And if you are able to reach up to this gate, you are liberated from the endless cycles of life and death. And until you get access to this gate, you will have to take rebirth again and again. So, the entire purpose of life is a movement from first gate to the seventh gate, and everybody is in this process, that how to reach to the next gate. And he will try to use everything around him as a resource to move ahead in life. But the fact is that other person cannot help you in moving to the higher dimension. Rather, he will bring you down from high level to the low level and will induce certain type of emotions in you. So if you want to rise yourself from the lower to the higher level, first of all make sure that you are alone and are able to face the reality rather than running behind people.